how we have it. This how I start my classes at school. So we always got music playing. Kids like music, man. It makes them up.
You might not like that.
Yeah, miss everything, man. This is not missing. You shoot, this is going in.
It just a nigga. You brought my energy down.
I think it might be a Puerto Rican in you, man. This is at every black cookout.
Right. Favorite reunion, wedding.
Oh, this definitely ain't getting.
Oh, we had birthday parties.
The moose. Alright, we're good.
I don't know what I just did here. Where we at? We going live?
Alright, we're recording now. Yeah.
Hold on, I don't know what just happened on my Facebook, man. I'm back.
Bitch.
You gotta say something, Peter?
You.
Yeah. You're good to go.
About to send a message. I'm gonna send a message. I was gonna
I
put a message in the thing.
posted, I ain't tagged nobody, but I was like, we're going live for 15 minutes. 5 minutes. You probably Bobby Caldwell, man. You know, I didn't realize I was a full-grown adult and he was white.
Crazy.
I ain't know what Bobby Caldwell was.
You know Bobby Caldwell?
No.
This is Bobby Caldwell, right? You know what the sample is, though.
No, that was that.
Oh,
like,
sky's the limit.
Sky's the limit, big.
What's going on
Look
with you,
at
man?
that. You hear that?
So these samples, they found,
Spit it up.
well, that one part with the,
Beginning.
yeah, and then you had,
You're pretty producers, man.
if you don't know this sample, man, I don't want to do this podcast with you. Hold on, man.
You need to do what you gonna do.
If you don't know this sample, no, you ruined it.
I'm up bad.
I was gonna play it for him.
I know the real song.
What's the real song?
The joint is about to let it play out. I'll
You
sing
know what
it.
I'm saying, but who sampled it? Oh, he was black the whole time, man.
He's white.
Yeah,
He's white.
Oh, that's like
With the
that.
mullet.
Oh man, he must have been like.
He was JT before JT.
That's a hit too. Who sampled it?
Tupac. Do for Love.
Oh yeah, do for love. Yeah. Made the whole sign.
What's the group of white boys that had? What's their
You
name?
guys ready? You guys ready to go live? I'm gonna start recording a little bit. So one more hit this, one hit? No.
No.
Nah, after that I fell asleep doing the podcast, man. I'm getting old. I get it.
I said, yo.
That wasn't that bad. I was drinking too. The problem was I was drinking too. And next thing you know, I just got up in the middle without telling nobody. Like, I had to get water on my face, man. I looked myself in the mirror. I was like, what's wrong with you?
Get it together.
Get it together and just smack myself. Like, come on, man.
Oh man.
I hold that a couple times on the Johnson show. Like, it was just real dry one time. Like, the first, I was tired too. I was like, oh shit. I'm trying to record. Dozing off, yeah. That's the YouTube thing. That's YouTube. Alright. Just like Kenya.
Look.
Song.
It's
My head.
a great song. That's why.
It's that voice, man. I don't want that guy's voice from Cameo. There's nothing personal.
I mean, you can't go wrong with this one.
Alright.
You can't go wrong with this one.
You just walk in the room. Alright. You gonna get kicked out the room. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Hey, my phone on silent.
Come on, this one either, Jack. No, this is slowly the classic.
Scat band.
That bad.
Shit.
Going live. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Hey,
1.
now let it rock out. Let it rock out a little bit.
I mean,
Hey,
I prefer like Charlie Wilson's like solo stuff, man.
Charlie Wilson.
After he
man.
went through some shit in his life, and first name Charlie, last name Wilson. It was like, I feel you, Charlie. I
Yo,
feel you.
Charlie's the real deal, man.
It is, man.
If Charlie don't get you going, like you cannot hate Charlie Wilson.
What song was that he was on Watch the Throne? He was on one of the Watch the Throne songs. I can't think of the name. And it sounded like he ran into the studio and just ran out singing at the same time. I think it was That's My Bitch, yo. I think that's the name of the song.
Oh,
But
man.
you know, I could be wrong on the title, but you listen to it, you hear Charlie Wilson singing in the background like he ran in the studio and ran right out. Hey!
Oh, man. Hey, let's get this thing going, man. Let's get this thing going. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
Here we go. Microphone check. Hey, this is the world's most popular barbecue talk, barbershop talk, man cave conversation. However you like it or dislike it. This is your heavyweight champ of sports talk podcast. This is your Opinionated Facts. These are your hosts. I'm back in the building. B-Way. To my right, to my far right, we have the boy Jack Ruiz with us again.
You're...
And in the middle, we got a special guest in the building representing King's Court, which is a new podcast that is coming to you in a matter of days. It premieres on the 13th.
Thursday.
13th, they do their live
6
recording.
p.m.
Then it'll be available to you on any podcast listening platform. But Seville's in the building.
What's going on, everybody?
Definitely. We have Dixon on the boards like we normally do. Another member of the King's Court family.
Yep.
King's Court is definitely in the building on Thursday the 13th.
Yeah, 6 p.m.
Yes.
Tune in.
Hey, before we get into our sports talk, let's talk about that a little bit. What are you guys looking to introduce to the world here?
I mean, a little bit of everything, but that has to do with a man. But mostly, we want to share the topics females and just the public think us as men don't think about: fatherhood, relationships, infidelity, health. I mean, everything. So everything you can think of that has to do with man, we're covering everything.
What about single father?
Single fathers, all that. Fatherhood, everything. Co-parenting, everything. Just give everything from the man's perspective and just in a way that they think we don't think about. You know, because we have a hard time expressing our feelings and like showing emotion and all that. So they think we don't feel a lot of times in general. So just give a little insight on what it's like being a real man, like taking care of responsibility.
Well, I don't think single fathers get enough credit, man. Like it's like a dying breed. Like people love their mamas, and we get a lot of mama songs and
Right.
Dear Mama, and you know what I mean. Well, I think it was Luther. Did Luther give us one? Like one last dance for my father.
Yeah, I think everybody would know. Yeah.
That was a hit too, man.
Yeah.
That was Skinny Luther. Was that
Right.
Skinny Luther?
Yeah, it was.
Nah, man. But welcome to the Opinionated Facts Podcast.
Thank you.
We're back at it. Another week 19. We're definitely looking forward to week 20 next week. So make sure you comment, share on our Facebook, Twitter pages. Week 20 will be a top 5 show. So we're doing top 5 everything, whatever you could think of. Top 5 NBA teams ever, top 5 NFL teams ever, top 5 point guards, top 5 hip hop artists, top 5 whatever you want to get into. That'll be the whole show next week.
That's going to be a good one.
Yes, sir. So make sure you guys tune into that. Without further ado, let's jump into what we do. First things first is Kyle Murray. Kyle Murray winning the Heisman last night. What do you guys think about that? Dallas kid, back-to-back Oklahoma winners. Is that a positive for college football or not? I mean, Tua had a big year.
I mean, he didn't play a lot of fourth quarters either. And, I guess that was held against him. But that's neither here nor there. I just feel like the award itself is losing its luster. And that's nothing bad to say about Kyler Murray. I feel he should definitely take that baseball money and, get that guaranteed baseball money, Not concussion proof or free, because you could get hit in the head by baseball, but it's not the same as Khalil Mack or Aaron Donald trying to chase you down and take your life. But that's neither here nor there. And he said that he's not 100% with the decision either way. So whether he becomes an Oakland A or if he goes in the draft, he still is 5'10", $180, whatever he is, and it'd be hard pressed to say don't take that money, guaranteed money from baseball, but you can't wherever his heart is. Like a lot of people would have told Charlie Ward to play football, and he ended up having a nice career with the Knicks, and who knows what his career could have been as an NFL quarterback, and there's a countless list of other guys. So I feel about moving forward, Kyler Murray, and he gets to play on the biggest stage here in the playoffs probably against Alabama at some point. Did they play Alabama first game?
I think, yeah, and that's the closest thing he's going to get to NFL competition.
Right. It's Notre Dame, Clemson, and them in Alabama. Okay, yeah. So we'll know right from the gate whether, Yeah.
But you already know how it goes with that type of player, that type of athlete. You're 5'10", you play quarterback, but they're automatically going try to put you in some type of skill position. They did it with Denard from Michigan, and usually that's how it goes. Now, Tua, if he got robbed, I mean, it all depends on how you look at it. Like, he didn't play the fourth quarters, but doesn't that attest to how good he was as a
Oh, no,
player?
I'm not saying he got robbed. I was just trying to play devil's advocate.
I'm just saying, B-Way asked the question, did he get robbed? I mean,
out of the three, you move quarterbacks, I feel the kid from Ohio State is the best quarterback. He broke Drew Brees' record, and just when you see the film,
yeah.
everybody typed on Tua. You know, I feel like he's gonna play well at the next level, but Haskins looked like a legitimate NFL quarterback, and that's a lot for me because I hate Ohio State.
And he's probably the best quarterback Ohio State's had since
ever. So I mean, well, Troy Smith, and but Troy Smith was a real good college quarterback.
I'm about to say, but he wasn't like Dwayne Haskins, a passer.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. That's another reason with the whole losing legitimacy and luster with the Heisman. When guys like Troy Smith win it and don't do anything in the NFL, the Manziels of the world, the list goes on and on. It's kind of like the Heisman was must-watch. Heisman Trophy presentation was must-watch TV for me growing up. I didn't watch it last night. You know, and the boxing didn't come on until after, so I didn't even have an excuse. I just didn't really care.
Right.
But I enjoy watching these guys play. It's just the Heisman doesn't really do it for me no more, and that's for various reasons. But did he get robbed? No, that's not really the word you want to use. I mean, I feel like ESPN was setting it up because they interviewed his family last. Then I'm thinking, okay, and Tua's gonna win it, and maybe he can win and be a two-time winner, and we'll see where it goes from there. But I guess we're never going to have a two-time winner again after Archie Moore won it. So, we're stuck with that. Guess it's politics as usual.
I mean, it's hard. Like, it's hard to be good. It's hard to be that good that long. So to win two in a row, I mean, that's doing something. Tua, I think, deserved it. I think he would have won it easily if he would have played in the fourth quarters. I mean, half the season was 3 quarters, if not more. But he's definitely probably the biggest. I'll take him as the biggest NFL prospect rather than Haskins.
Tua?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's unfair for Tua because, like, he plays for Alabama, and Alabama's like an all-star team already. So it's like whoever you plug in there is going to get the job done.
Right.
Like when the backup came in yesterday, I guess you want to call him a backup, not yesterday, but last week, when he came in last week against Georgia, like, he just fit in seamlessly. And maybe partly is that he's playing around a great group of all-star players.
I don't know when the voters vote on that. You think that affected the vote?
And that's what I was going to say, because that's like the game, like 2 weeks before the awards.
Yeah.
So it was Tua, and here he sees them invincible, and then here comes Georgia, and like Georgia played a hell of a game that game. Like they made him seem human, because before that, like Tua was just.
I feel like you can't win a Heisman in one game. I guess you can lose it in one game. Like, that sucks, but
You definitely can lose in one game.
That senior that came in for Tua, the replacement, it was his team before it was Tua's team, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It hurts.
And he was a Heisman candidate.
Right.
So it's not like that's why it makes it look bad that Tua came in there and just fit in seamlessly in the championship game last year, and then Jalen comes back and just do it this year. So it's like whoever you put into it, like, it's just fitting in and getting the job done easily. So it's sort of not a knock on Alabama, but it's like playing for Alabama, it's probably hard to do great things unless you're one of those big black running backs that come through and they all look the same.
They're like the Miami from our era.
Yeah.
For real.
But
I mean, speaking of that, then, like, when you feel like you're just a number at a place or in college football in general, like, you guys knock guys like Will Greer that don't play in a bowl game because they feel that it might hurt their draft stock?
Not at all.
Because, like, these NFL contracts, it's not the same anymore, like, where you can negotiate. Like, guys used to get drafted first, negotiate, hold out. Now it's slotted. Like, if you get drafted first, it's this. If you get drafted 10th, it's this. So a bad bowl game could cost you millions.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or at the very least, and let's say you have an injury, like Jalen Smith or Jake Butt a couple years ago. Like, the list is endless where you cost yourself money. So Where do you guys stand on that? Like, Will Greer came out and said that he's not going to play in their bowl game because he wants to start getting ready for the NFL. I think Bosa for Ohio State was doing the same.
Mm-hmm.
Are they wrong?
I don't think they're wrong. At the end of the day, like, you're an investment.
Yeah.
And a lot of these kids, you figure they're coming from impoverished situations. Like, they got people to take care of. Everything's on them. Like, at the end of the day, like right now, if I thought about being a kid, the way these injuries are going, like, I do the same thing. Like, I'm not gonna.
I don't knock them.
Yeah, you take care of me. Like, regardless, it's a team sport. But at the end of the day, I have to take care of me. So I don't knock them.
I guess the same when these coaches recruit you, and then a better job comes along, and you're stuck there with a whole new regime, you might not fit into what the new coach wants to do. You might be this style of quarterback, and he likes this style, and you stuck. And if you transfer, you look one way. And
Right.
but it's like football. Well, football mostly because like it doesn't happen a lot in college. There's no bowl games in college basketball and all that. So in football, you see it happening a lot more now, where you're looking out for yourself first. And I don't knock you because coach gets $1 million more to leave your school. What's he gonna do? He's gonna leave. In most cases.
I'm about to say, but the coach in me is like, come on, man. Like we're in this ride together.
You're not.
Like
Right.
we've been through this all season long. Like I'm sitting here trying to grind this thing out, and come to find out in last game of the year, you're like, I don't got my starting quarterback.
But it's like the whole Baker Mayfield and Hugh Jackson do.
Right.
Like the coach, you know, he talks it up, talks a big good game, and then he gets fired. He goes to your rival, and he's sitting there
That's
looking.
different. He got fired.
Yeah, but
Like I'm supposed to not work because I
he's
got
still getting,
fired.
you're still getting paid. You went to Cincinnati and got a bullshit job just
I
so you could
coach football. Yeah, nothing to
Yeah.
do with you. Like it had nothing to do with you. Like they fired me, so you expect me not to do anything? That's not the same
this
thing.
year. This
Well,
year.
it wasn't a big move either. It wasn't like it was a far move.
Oh
It's
yeah.
like, he probably had to move. It's probably like commutes every day. Probably still lives in the same house.
Plus, he's got to stay with a job. If he loses his job,
He's getting paid.
I know, but say he goes away from football.
Listen,
On his resume is the Cleveland Browns. Who else is going to pick him up after that resume he's had with them?
at the end of the day, man,
Exactly. I
He's
mean,
better
I
off.
don't know who.
the college actually gets the shitty end of the stick. Period. You've been to Penn State in town, so you've seen it. I know you've seen it. I walked on at Liberty. I've been around basketball players, football players, track players. I've seen it. There's situations where coaches get hired, and they promise somebody like, okay, you got partial ride. If you do this, everything's this, you can get a full ride. So and then the new coach comes in, and the scholarship this other kid was promised by the old coach gets ignored because the new coach comes in and he gave all his scholarships away and all that. So now he's stuck in limbo. He wants to transfer. Now the new coach that comes in really doesn't want him to transfer. So what they'll do is, okay, academically, we'll release you. You can go anywhere you want to. But guess what? You're not playing nowhere because we're not releasing you athletically.
No, it's definitely big business. Like it's definitely,
It's messed up, man.
it's definitely a business first type mindset.
Yo, it's crazy.
Like I'm not like from a player's perspective, I definitely get it. Like I see it, but from a coach's perspective, it's like man. And not even that, because me as a coach, I'm looking out for the best from my student athlete. So if it's like if you got a chance to go out there and make millions and you want to protect it, go for it. But at the same time, I mean, like you're trying to win this bowl game too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I see both aspects of it. Me as a coach personally wouldn't mind, but also as other coaches, I know coaches would definitely struggle with it. But it's like, it is what it is. And no knock against Will Greer. I think he's probably doing the right thing to protect his brand. Like at this point, these kids
Should he
coming
be
out.
worrying about his brand right now?
Yes.
You should.
Like,
I'm
now's
just
the time
asking.
to-
I'm just trying. We can't all agree on everything, so I'm just trying to ask you what a listener might be feeling. So like, it's just there's an argument for it. There's an argument against it. You know, because you can't always put yourself before your teammates.
messed up.
But I mean, it's Sunday, and you know the NFL. It's week 4. What week we in?
14 this week.
Week 14, and you know, just so happens the premier matchup is Eagles versus Cowboys.
Right.
People won't make this out to be a playoff game. The division is decided today. I don't know because we still got 3 more games after this. So we're all Eagles fans on camera. You know, we got a Cowboys fan, you know,
You
behind
see
the scenes here.
Hey, we're here.
Bird
We're here.
fan.
All right. So it's like, where do you guys?
Yeah.
Where you guys fall on this, man? Is it really? Is this it? It's like if we lose today, we can't talk shit for the rest
Y'all
of the season?
done. Y'all's done.
Listen. Like, knowing football, I know we really can't because we're out of it statistically, but die hard, like, I'm talking till the season's over. Like, ain't no shutting me up. I'm talking regardless.
Yeah. That's the Philly
That's
fan.
what Eagle fans do. That's what y'all do.
That's what y'all try to do.
we do it. That's why everybody hates us.
Quiet, man.
That's why everybody
I was
hates
about
us.
to say, like, it's not really a fan. I mean, at the end of the day, we're still champs until somebody wins another Super Bowl.
Right.
Right. We're talking about today. We're talking about this season.
And today we're gonna beat the Cowboys.
You
No,
want us
it's
to forget
deep.
about
Dude.
February so bad. That's the problem with Cowboys fans.
6-2 when we're down, and I mean, past 8 games when we're down in Jerry World. You know
It's
that,
all right.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you even realize, like do you even have
Okay.
confidence in the Cowboys?
I do.
Like,
The confidence I have in my team right now.
Your defense, your D-line, probably.
No, confidence I have in my team.
Your D-line, but not that quarterback.
Yeah, my quarterback too. Look, Zeke's eating right now.
That's
When
not
Zeke
your quarterback.
eats,
That's your running back.
Dak's all right.
It's
When Zeke eats, Dak's all right. Amari Cooper's been killing. Like, come on.
you guys know that you don't get it done every year out.
Oh boy, here we go. It's
Look,
a
look,
new year.
all I'm saying is,
Yeah,
that, like, whatever happens when it's 7 o'clock, 7:30 tonight, and somebody's got to lose, unless we, unfortunately get a tie.
That's right.
I don't know how that
No
would
tie.
affect the division.
That's gonna be crazy.
It could happen. It could,
There'll be a
so,
couple ties.
That'll put us a game behind the game and a half.
At the end
wouldn't
of
it?
at the end of the day, we'll be evened up. I think we're 6-6. They're 7-5. So we both will be 7-6, and we both be even up on the season.
You guys are confident. That's good.
Why we not be? We're the champs.
Right.
That's good. You should be.
Like,
Hey, you guys are playing
We
anything.
We got the Rams, the Texans,
Yeah,
the Redskins.
you guys might lose out.
We have the hardest schedule, period. At
Right,
the last 4
right.
games.
You guys won the Super Bowl last year. You should.
That's the only thing y'all got to hang your hat
Y'all
on.
should. Y'all won the Super Bowl. You should have that.
and
You
finish
still
it
on
out.
VCR, Dixon?
I don't. I wish I did have
Get
it.
you one so you can watch your Super
I
Bowl
do.
highlights, man.
Nah, YouTube's everything now. We
But
go
no,
listen. If
Cowboys-
we went by history, you guys should have won the Super Bowl last year, right?
The Cowboys have been.
If we went by history, if we were going off history,
We shouldn't
It's a
have.
new regime. If it had been Andy
That's
Reid as
what
a
I'm saying.
coach, I mean, it's
Yeah.
What are you saying? What are you getting at?
I'm saying you said
We're going by
Cowboys
history,
choke.
then
You guys
there's
are
no way
saying
you guys
Cowboys.
win it, right?
You guys are saying Cowboys choke every year.
Look,
All right. But if we went by that logic last year, you guys should have never won a Super Bowl.
that's last year's.
All I'm
Ah,
saying is, if
okay.
that Saints game was a playoff game or a win in your end
wasn't.
game, you wouldn't have won.
It wasn't. That was
It's
just
a
our
game
mark.
that didn't matter.
That was us
In
putting the league on
in the grand
notice.
scheme of things, this is a win in your end type game, like where you
Yeah.
need it. Not that it's over,
Pressure.
but this is a pressure game. You
Right.
know, and we'll see what happens.
I mean, you guys
You know,
struggled
that-
last
that-
week against
that
Sanchez,
fumbles.
Mark Sanchez.
Looking at
Nah.
social
Come
media.
on,
looking
man.
at we did not struggle. First of all, looking
Come
at
on,
social
man.
media.
You guys didn't pull away till what? Towards the end of the third quarter, you guys started to finally open it up.
Looking at
This
social
guy was
media.
just sitting on the couch.
Looking at social media, there's two types of Eagles fans, and I think it's with every sports team. There's two types of fans. There's a fan that wants you to be humble and win that way, or there's a fan that respects from the player who puts everything on the line week in, week out, talks that shit. I'm the one of the people that want you to talk, like, so
Mhm.
it's that much better when you win.
Right.
So Eagles linebacker, really don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm gonna try
Because
it. here.
he's nobody. Exactly.
He's a nobody.
backup.
He's a
We had our
linebacker.
kicker last year, and he came in and he was our kicker, and you remember that, right? You know
who?
who he is. Don't try to act like you don't know who he is.
Who, you kicking last year?
Camu Grugier Hill,
I mean, I don't know his name.
Pro Bowl special teams guy. Like
Oh.
he's not a nobody.
Last year.
Yeah.
Oh, the linebacker? The linebacker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's our
He's playing just-
I don't know.
special teams captain.
Oh.
Besides, the
Oh.
exact quote I don't know, but he said Dallas are choke artists. We're just gonna go down there and make them choke.
In December.
Exactly. To that, Dakota Prescott felt the need to respond. He says, I don't know where our coach got it, but Garrett's got a famous quote that he likes to use that winners win and losers focus on winning.
Focus on winners.
Losers focus on winners. And first of all, I don't want to hear that from him. Because y'all win in spite of him.
Right.
Like, Tan Tebow ain't really leading you to the promised land. It's going to be your defense.
Tan Tebow.
I called him. I need to trade him.
That's what you're calling him now.
I called him that a couple
That's
weeks ago.
deep.
Tan Tebow, you win in spite of him. You win in spite of him. So it's kind of like, I don't want to hear trash talk from you.
He doesn't take over the game for us.
Because he can't.
Yeah, right.
He's not capable.
No, listen, he does just enough.
That's not
Do you
good
want
enough.
that from your quarterback?
Listen,
Nobody
Right.
wants mediocre.
the football we're playing, the kind of football we
System
play,
quarterback.
that's the kind of quarterback
Who
we
wants a
need.
system quarterback. Nobody wants a system
What do you mean?
quarterback.
Look at what's Tom Brady. Tom Brady's not a
Tom
system
Brady,
quarterback.
Oh my God.
No.
He's not a system quarterback?
System quarterback.
Tom Brady's not a system quarterback.
No.
Every quarterback New England throws in when Tom Brady gets hurt, what do they do?
They
Nothing.
don't win a Super Bowl.
They don't.
Alex
They don't
Smith
win
is
the
a
Super Bowl.
They don't play long enough to win a Super Bowl.
Matt Castle.
Oh, my
Because he
God.
comes back.
Right.
Matt Castle wasn't good. What contract did he get the year after?
He's trash. He's a ski mask all-star.
But it was the system, right?
Yeah.
He's a system quarterback.
I can't believe you're
The
putting
system in
Tom
New-
Brady in the system quarterback range.
That's
No.
making
I
him
am.
feel good, man. That's
No.
gonna get him the 430.
No.
man.
I mean, yo, listen, I'm not taking. All right, Tom Brady's the GOAT. He ain't taking nothing away
This
from
dude's
him.
the
He's
last
not
pick of
a-
his
He's the
draft,
GOAT.
dog.
Dak
Like,
Prescott is the definition of
He's doing-
mediocrity
Listen.
right now.
Well, you're getting off subject. We're talking about the Cowboys beating the
I'm
Eagles.
talking about-
We're talking about as a whole.
What type of quarterback? Yeah, he's a system quarterback.
You're gonna
At the end
win
of
them
the day.
13 to 10 games. How many of those games, like we left points on the field last game?
So did we.
No, you didn't.
We should have.
No.
That score should have been way worse last year. You know
We
it.
ain't kick a
We
field-
watched the game
we should've kicked
together.
the field goal to tie the game out, first of all. At one point, the game should have been 9-6 us. Keep it 100. It should have been 9-6 us.
But it wasn't.
It wasn't because
Okay.
I don't know what Doug Peterson
Because
was
life's not
smoking
built
that
off of
day.
what is. Life's not built off of what is.
And he
It's
still
built
got
on
some
what
Andy
happened and
Reid
what didn't.
tendencies that want to run a screen on 3rd and 2. Like that blows my mind, pisses me off.
That's because that's what y'all do.
But no.
So you fully have confidence.
I have confidence. Like I'm willing. We can put push-ups on it.
Listen,
We already did.
What's
You
up?
remember we
Push-ups on it.
doubled up.
Push-ups
I
live.
would-
I would
do 100 push-ups on demand.
You got
Oh, so it's 160
Hold on.
on. You got 160 on it now.
So we got
120.
push-ups live on Opinionated Facts next week.
Yeah, look, he already lost. He still owe me, but he
Yeah,
wants to
60,
double it up.
double it up.
He wants to
Yeah.
double it up.
What game was that? It was
He
the
wants
Eagles,
to double
guys.
it up.
Eagles,
Yeah, on the Eagles game. Look, it's been that
double it up.
long.
I
But
had 60
listen,
left.
your Cowboys
120
they haven't
on
won a
it.
big game in about 20 years.
Oh my god.
So why do you think? Where's this confidence coming from? That's like legit.
They'll
Because
still
they beat
argue
the
to me that
Saints.
Dez caught it.
Yeah.
Cowboys fans are
For the simple
illogical.
fact,
Illogical.
the Cowboys are always relevant.
Nah.
Y'all
For
know
all
it.
the
They're
good
always
reasons.
relevant.
Jerry Jones is relevant.
That's what
There's a
makes the
difference-
Cowboys
there's a
America's
difference between-
team.
There's a difference between being famous and being infamous.
So what were you saying? What, infamous?
Infamous.
Infamous?
Like you can become infamous. That's not a good thing. Like relevancy is dependent on what you wanna. I'd rather have I'd rather be relevant for winning.
Your
than
cornerbacks right now are irrelevant. Can we say
No,
that?
no,
They're off the
no.
practice
Can we say
squad.
exactly? So
Except for Russell Douglas.
Sidney Jones,
all right. So you're
right?
still
Listen,
who's gonna cover Amari Cooper?
Sidney Jones probably.
Who's gonna cover Cole Beasley?
Me?
Yeah, right.
So Cole Beasley in that conversation.
Really? We ain't gonna.
They'll probably
That
put
is-
Sidney-
that's
they'll probably put
what
Sidney-
I'm
they'll
saying.
probably put Sidney on Beasley and put Douglas.
How many
on-
people?
on-
How many
on
people the Eagles
Cooper
gonna put in the
because
box today?
What's up?
How many people you guys gonna have in the box today?
Jernigan is bad.
We're gonna make it
Right.
pass it to beat us.
Nah,
We're gonna
listen.
make Dak beat us. We
Yeah.
got-
No.
Listen, Dak gonna have to beat us.
You act like the Eagles.
We already know. You can't let Zeke get more than like 75.
Yeah,
Yeah. Keep him at 70. Keep him at 75.
That's right. He has like
As long
what,
as
six,
Zeke
six,
doesn't
7
hurt
games with over
nobody,
100.
we're good.
All right.
Yeah, man, you-
He has the most 100 yard games this year by a running back. Most
Listen.
yards from scrimmage from any running back in the league right now. You guys
Right
are gonna
now?
stop him?
Right now,
Right now, he has the most yards from scrimmage more than any other running back in the league.
nobody's arguing
All right.
Zeke's
We already,
greatness.
yeah, listen, I told you I wanted him.
So I'm saying stop him. If y'all can stop him today, y'all have a chance.
Hey, we're gonna stop him. Hold on, let me get. If anyone is in need of credit repair, building credit, business loans, counseling, contact the Credit Lab here in Lancaster, PA. Contact us for a free consultation at www.thecreditlab.com. Follow our Facebook page at Credit Lab, and you can call 717-509-8899 for any questions or help with fixing your credit. And the offer stands for Opinionated Fact listeners. You get $50 off of credit repair if you start up fee when they hear from that you've been referred to them by the Opinionated Facts team. So make sure that you're definitely looking into the credit repair. Anyway, moving forward. So, Kareem Hunt, not to revisit this situation, do you think EA Sports overreacted with taking him off of Madden? They wanted to take him off of Madden, and that's been the rumor that they're leaning that way towards taking him off, if they haven't already.
Overreaction's all relative. This is me as a consumer. paid my $60 to play the game. Like, the product is what it is when you hand it to me. Like, I don't feel it's your right to take players off on a whim. Like, he hasn't been convicted of anything. He's losing in a court of public opinion. That's about all he's lost.
Right.
So, is the video bad? Yeah. There's no denying that. And I said what I said last week. I still stand behind it. But to start taking people off, video games are an escape. Like, you just play that. Like, you just play that. You work your day at work. You do whatever, and you come home, play a video game. It's not real life, man. It's not like you have all these legends on there that have had done questionable things in the past. Like, Mike Vick is on the game. Like, you can get his little card in the Ultimate Team. Not that I play that, but you can get his little card in the Ultimate Team, and nobody cares. Like,
Can you get Ray Rice?
I doubt it.
Just
Ray
throwing
Rice
that
too
out there.
busy playing the 35 and up league somewhere in New Jersey and New York, man. But it is what it is. It's just like, am I willing to sit here and get blue in the face and argue about it? No, but it's like, where are we heading? It's just like, you don't, in the digital era, it's kind of like you put the product out and you can fix it week by week and, you know, do what you want, but I don't feel like you can take them liberties and take guys out. Like, if I was a Chiefs fan, I just want to play with my team. Like,
Right.
that it is what it is. Like,
Well, he's
what's
not,
next?
he's not on your team no more. I like the realness of it. I'm a realness guy in a video game. Like, if you get hurt
That's different.
on the game, I want you to be hurt on the video game too. Like, if you get hurt in real life, I want you to be hurt on the video game too.
Well, they do that. They've been doing it. But taking them out the game completely, no, it's a simulation. Like, if I just want to play Kareem Hunt on rookie mode and get 500 yards with him, because that's what I want to do, that's my right.
Maybe a field goal kick.
Yeah, make him feel okay. I want to make him a safety. I want to make him like it's a game, and it should be treated as such. When you start bringing it into it, then it didn't happen. What if my son comes up and why ain't Kareem Hunt in the game no more? I gotta explain it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to explain that.
Right.
So it's kind of like it draws the line to be like, what are we doing? Like, you can be realistic to a certain point. Like, you want to take him off next year's game, by all means, because if he's not on the roster, took Kaepernick off easily. So if he's not on the roster, take him off. That's fine. But not in this year's version where he's the second best running back in the game.
Cap is not part of the free agent list
As he
on
should
that.
be. He's not a viable free agent. We
Why
found
can't-
that out this week, man.
Why can't he be what are
Because
you
the
talking?
Redskins looked me dead in the eyes and told me
They told-
that Josh Johnson is a better option than Colin Kaepernick.
That's crazy.
That Colin Kaepernick's not even worth a tryout.
That's
a joke,
crazy.
number one.
That you're talking about system and you're talking about that you want. Well, the only thing is Sanchez had a relationship with their offensive coordinator. But Sanchez hasn't played football since 2015.
He's a bum.
He's a bum, but you can't, like, a lot of these quarterbacks
What was
that
that
get
final score?
signed are retreads, and they've been playing in the league.
25-13.
They've been playing in the league, and that you can make that excuse for them. But when you bring in guys like Josh Johnson, Mark Sanchez, they're on the same level as a Kaepernick because Kaepernick hasn't played in a year or two, whenever the last time Kaepernick played. So now it's like you're not even hiding it. And it's like you're quick to pick up a guy like Reuben Foster,
Right.
but you're the Redskins though.
The day after.
Your name is a racial slur.
This man ain't do nothing but kneel.
Your name's a racial slur, so I expect nothing less from you.
This dude don't go
So
outside his
it's just like
girlfriend head.
it gets to the point where I'm not one of them Colin Kaepernick, conspiracy theorists and all that, but it's just like if the Eagles got in a position where they needed a quarterback and Nick Foles or Carson Wentz aren't an option, I don't want them bringing in Josh Johnson,
No.
Mark
I mean-
Sanchez. Like give me the best option to win. And
Right.
Kaepernick has one in the league, but he needs a system tailored around him, and that's fine. He's not the first guy. He's not the last guy. Houston does it with Deshaun Watson, or Eagles do it with Wentz. Like you have to tailor it. That's not coming at the player.
Listen, I don't agree with what Kareem Hunt did. I mean, I don't think he should lose out on his career. As soon as I heard they released him, the first thing I said to this guy, I hope the Eagles sign him.
It's like, no, because it's the whole thing.
Whoa, man.
There's
Eagles
been
sign
other
him.
people out there, I don't have to say their names, but other people with bigger platforms than us are saying that if we're going to do this, why aren't lawyers, doctors, cops? They get domestic violence
Right,
charges,
all
they
the
get
time.
DUIs,
Judges.
they get judges, they get everything in the book. And what happens? They serve their penalty and they get a second chance at life. This is how you make money. You're the 1% of the 1%.
You're human. That's my thing. You're human. You're gonna make mistakes.
Like, unless you did some
You're definitely
vile,
gonna make mistakes. You're definitely human, and you know, and all that. You know,
you did some vile stuff to put you in
get you
jail,
out.
then yeah, maybe you don't deserve a chance to play professional sports. If you made a mistake as a young man, serve your time, get your little 6-game penalty, or suspend them for a year. Because you suspend people for weed for a year. So it's like kind of like these suspensions don't add up. But you should get a chance at it, and people shouldn't turn their nose up to it. Like, God forbid you make a mistake, you should be allowed to, whatever the word is, you should be allowed to make amends with your mistakes and move forward. And
I'm not a fan of nobody losing a job, but
permanently.
with that said,
you need to learn that
He just fit the scheme.
with that said, like if I did what he did, I'm losing my job.
It's a privilege.
Because the type of job you got, though.
Yeah.
Ever? You don't think you get a chance to teach again?
I mean,
Listen.
maybe at like a private school or somewhere,
Teach
making
at Burley's.
half of what I'm making now.
Listen,
Like it's.
he shall remain nameless. We all have experience with this one coach. If he was able to get another job after the stuff he pulled,
I don't know what you're talking about.
we'll talk about off camera.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, if he was able to get a job after stuff he pulled, man, like, and still be able to coach for a little bit. Yeah.
Hey, I look, yeah, I know that it's been like, especially in the world of working with kids, like it's tough to be able to do anything.
Right.
Like you can get fired for something you post on Facebook. So if I'm on the TMZ, catch me in the hotel lobby, put my feet up on some lady, like, yo, it's gonna be a wrap. So.
TMZ, you better start thinking about the wife. She gonna
Right.
But if I'm knocking, you know what I mean? If that's so that's why I don't condone with like he lost his job, cool. I'm not about like, yeah, there should be a punishment for that, yo. Like I got a daughter, and I don't care.
It should be a due process. I understand it. Daughters, nieces, like women in general. Like society tends to victim shame, and it's like we always try to find the right thing to say about if it's a person in power, if it's a person with money, why does he need to do that? If a rape situation comes up, why would he need to rape her? Why, like, that's a whole nother subject. But like victim shaming is real, and I understand that. So like when I said last week that I felt bad for Kareem Hunt, I feel bad for everybody involved. Like he loses his job, she's this unknown civilian, she's got some form of celebrity now, a bad way, but people know who she is, and she has to live with that for the rest of her life. She's only 19, maybe 20 now, however old she is. But
people don't remember her name. I'm not.
I mean,
I don't
the
know.
Chiefs fans are gonna remember her name, and it's like people in Cleveland are gonna remember her name. Like she has some form of celebrity for the time being. She might get a club appearance or two. She gonna do a walkthrough at the club.
She gonna start dancing.
Right.
Now coming to the stand.
That's crazy.
Kareem Hunt, he pushed her, and it is what it is. But there's a flip side to that. Like some of these victims are victims, and they have to deal with the same type of backlash for women that. Not saying that she lied because the video's out there, but women lie, and other women got to pay for it. Other guys in Kareem Hunt's situation have done way worse. Mm-hmm. Not to trying to compare what brutalizing, like people do way worse, like the Ray Rices of the world, and Kareem Hunt has to pay for it. Right. Like Ray Rice, before that video dropped, he had like a 4-game suspension, and then the video dropped, we haven't seen him since. So it's kind of like videos will be the judge, jury, and executioner in that situation, but it's deeper than that, and it's just like with the whole Kevin Hart situation.
Yeah.
Like you knew about the tweets, you knew about that shit, and you like he said that was his dream gig to host the Oscars, and you want him to apologize again and again, and it's wrong. The Oscar, he wins his Heisman. What is some 35-year-old man in Nebraska doing? The minute looking up tweets from 2000 when he was a 14, 15-year-old, and he decided to use a homophobic slur, and like you want to, it's wrong. It's wrong, but you can't. At 14, 15, we didn't have that.
Nah.
We didn't have social media. I think we had Black Planet.
That's probably, and that was like it. Like, yeah.
Ain't nobody pulling up your old Black Planet page, man. Or Mi Gente.
If I had a social media at 14, 15 years old, man, it'd have been wild.
Listen.
Yeah. I don't know if you've seen Kevin Durant's old Black Planet page. If I find that picture, I gotta remind me to send that to you, man. Like, Kevin Durant was wilding. But it's different times, man. It's just like, the story isn't what a 14, 15-year-old is saying. It's the fact that adults are taking time out to pull stuff up from back in the day and we might not. You're not the same person, and it's wrong. But you should be judged. Like that's and the same thing happened with Villanova. The kid, Archie, what I forget what his name is.
Yeah.
Biggest game of his life. What's somebody gonna do? Pull up your old tweets when you weren't using the best language. But that's neither here nor there. That's society, man. As people try to claim the fame and send that screenshot to TMZ and try to get paid. I don't know, but it gets old, man. It's just there's a lot of things with the whole. I'm branching off and other shit, but.
No, but like now we gotta like educate our kids on that stuff now. Like you gotta like you can't let your kids tweet certain things. You gotta monitor. You should have a talk with them because now it changes the world.
We're gonna have a presidential candidate in 15, 20 years, and they're gonna pull up old tweets. You said this when you were 15. You can't be president.
We got presidential candidate that's using tweets now.
Well,
So
no,
like,
yeah,
you know,
no,
it's
to that point, but
normalized.
they're not pulling up old because.
But like it's, I feel like it's just, I feel like we normalize it. Like some people normalize it, the other people they're like we don't hold the president to the standard. You know what I mean? But like we'll hold athletes to a certain standard, but we can't hold our president to the standard. The same people, you know. I feel like it's
the president is the complexion for protection.
You're right. You're right.
So,
You're right. If you had to think about that.
If these guys, I'm not positive. I mean, listen, if Kareem Hunt was David West and his skin was a lot lighter, the outcome may be a little different. But if you're black, they don't need much of a reason to try to get us up out of here. Right. And like it's two different worlds we gotta live in, and there's two different standards. But like it's not right. Yeah. But
it's consistent though. It's not right, but it's consistent.
Yeah, we
that's
have to
the
live.
only consistency.
Yeah.
We have to live that way. Yeah. Like we gotta tell kids like, okay, it's okay for your white friend Tommy to go do that, but it's definitely not okay for you to do that as little Ray Ray over here. So you know what I mean? So it's just different. You see it in the court system. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like same crimes, two different penalties.
Now my thing is this with the Chiefs, like because you got these college teams, like there's no way in the world you putting billions and billions and billions of dollars into an investment and you don't know what's going on with any of them players. It's like
the NFL told them to they were trying to find a video, but the NFL told them to let it go, and the hotel was acting like they weren't going to release it to anybody but the cops. Yeah. So it's kind of like they played dumb, but it's just.
That's my thing. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. So if a college coach can get fired for what his staff member does, players do, whatever, it should be the same way in the NFL. Like, cause there's no way in the world you can tell me like you don't know somebody knows something for this video to get out. Like, how long did y'all know about this?
I didn't do that shit since February.
Right.
They just trying to. They were hoping and praying.
And y'all just now, and the organization just now getting this video. Y'all suppressed so much stuff. This was my stuff in college. Like, so this is not the NFL. More money. You mean to tell me you ain't have one of this? It just got out. It got leaked.
Well, Reuben Foster, his girl said that there were members from the Niners organization that were there telling the cops like, this is the same one that lied about it before.
I believe it.
This is the same one that lied about it before.
Because they want to protect their investment.
That's $1 million. That's $1 million investment. Well, I don't know if he's worth $1 million anymore, but
Kareem was.
He was.
Well, he deserved to play again, just like Cap does. Like,
don't say just like Cap does. That's two different styles. That's two different roles there.
Cap should be playing. Period.
Cap should be playing.
Period. Like,
I'm not
Ray
positive.
Okay, Ray Rice still should be playing. One mistake don't make you a bad person. You had a brain fart.
Yeah.
I'd hit you in your pockets. You had to do a whole bunch of.
It's not a brain fart, man. He put his feet on that girl.
She spit on him. Like,
listen,
this
playing
my
kickball out there. He tried to knock it out the park.
Hey, yo, you were hyping that kick up so much. The second week, he was hyping that kick up. Like I thought he was the Giants kicker, kicking his wife. Like he done beat her. I don't know how many times. Was still in the league. Like he came out and told him like, yeah, I'm sorry for all them times I was beating my wife and got locked up. But everybody's like, wait, what? The Giants? He's beating his wife.
He's a punter though.
No, all of a sudden.
See that?
Yeah, all of a sudden he's good. All of a sudden he's good. And
what? He's the complexion for
protection. So like, it's not right.
But his position don't. I mean, it means something. But
he got to drop a gym with the whole complexion.
He does. Yeah, he's got. You got the argument. Because, like,
I got to drop a gym too. So it's like I seen a quote online. It was like you're born looking like your parents, you die looking like your mistakes.
Oh, shoot.
That's
Facts.
Facebook deep right there.
That is deep.
But
Dang.
it's just like that's what it is. You gotta deal with your mistakes, man. Like Kareem Hunt can go on a worldwide tour and apologize, get the best people to write his statement, and at the end of the day, these coaches don't want to take a chance on you. You're gonna end up, like I said, it's a story out there now where Ray Rice is playing in a 35-and-up basketball league with regular people. That's what became of Ray Rice's life.
So you balling?
What's wrong with
He
that?
can hoop,
So
though?
there's a lot wrong with that.
What do you mean?
He can't go-
They
Ray
say-
Rice
be
is
the
not your
NFL.
typical.
But-
He was a top fantasy pick for 2-3 years in a row there.
Yeah, honestly, do you think though this is what we need though to get the new league going? To get a new league going? There's like new leagues starting to pop
What if
up.
Kareem Hunt ends up
Yeah,
in the XFL?
not even the XFL, but what's that league TL started up with? It's like
the flag jump?
is it a flag league?
I saw one
I
where
know
it
there's
was
a flag league, but I know they created like another league. That's
Terrell
like,
Owens starting the league. You talking
no,
about
and
Theo?
it's a couple. It's a couple of couple players.
Oh, I didn't hear about that
Terrell
one.
Owens
Yeah.
starting the
The
league. I want no part
FCS,
of that.
that one? They had like their draft not so long ago.
I think so. They're having drafts and everything.
Josh Johnson's your number one pick.
That's what I'm saying. Why couldn't something like that catch fire though?
If Terrell Owens
Well,
starting
the
the league, I want
USFL
no
did back in the
parts
day.
of it.
Like yeah,
They had Reggie White, they had Jim Kelly, they had but
Yeah.
they weren't competing. They were playing a different schedule. So
Well,
and
yeah,
Trump ruined that. So Trump ruined the USFL. So that's a whole nother subject. But it could happen. It could happen with that new.
spring league. It said.
Yeah, the XFL could probably get it from February to what, August or whatever. Like so they don't interfere with the NFL.
Would you guys have a problem with the XFL picking up players like that?
Not at all. I mean, but they don't. I feel like they're
Oh,
they're
why wouldn't
aimed.
you?
Because I'm not gonna watch, and they're not. And from the looks of it, they're gonna be looking at that MAGA crowd. They're looking at that people to be their viewers, not me. Like so, they already named what cities they're gonna be in, and Vince McMahon is buddy with Trump. So this is lining up where Trump is probably gonna have rallies at these games or something.
Yeah.
Like it's when he's running for president.
How many MAGA athletes can fill a stadium or like?
You gotta get a good mix. You gotta get a good mix, man.
I mean,
Playing in school, they're graduating with classes like 20.
They're still
Like, come on, man. That's what we're talking about.
A lot
Like
of the quarterbacks in the NFL are MAGA though.
Carson Wentz is.
Definitely undercover maggots.
So's Dakota.
I'm about to say,
Dakota's not. No.
Dakota looks like
not.
a Trump supporter.
He
No.
look like a Trump supporter.
No, Dakota's just. He's just on the wave. He's riding. He's just trying to.
Breeze.
All right, Jerry, don't yell at me.
Yeah.
I'm a fourth round pick.
Like he wears
Okay,
Wranglers
Master.
by
He's a fourth round pick.
What do you
Mass,
mean?
yeah.
He's a fourth round pick.
He's a starting quarterback for America's team.
And he's
So
still
was
playing on a
Quincy
rookie
Carter at one
contract.
point. So was
He
Quincy
had-
Carter at one point.
No, but listen to that.
Exactly.
Until
Yeah.
the Coke took over, man.
No, but let's not.
Yeah, but then he still was. He
Oh,
still was Jerry Jones' starting quarterback for his Marine League team.
let's
Really? I did not know
let's
that.
give Dak his credit here. Like Dak was what 11-3.
Mm.
It's his first year
Mhm.
as starter. What did he go 9
9
last year?
and 9-7 last year.
9-7 last year, and he might have a chance to what 10 wins this year.
You ever seen that video of him getting beat up on spring break?
Like Dak.
No, seriously.
I don't think he can fight.
He
He's
got
not definitely
his
not a
head
fighter.
got. You want to talk about somebody getting kicked?
I seen it.
You guys look that up on
but
YouTube.
listen, Dak
Dakota Prescott
is-
getting beat up. He got
Dak
fired.
is a legitimate contender. Like he don't have to say yes, massa anymore.
But
Like he
does.
has wins to stand on. So,
Nah,
if he
nobody
wanted-
can say that.
He chooses his words wisely, man. Like,
but he don't have to. Is what I'm saying.
Winners win, but
yeah, like
He's
he
not
could,
an alpha.
he could have said some stuff like,
He's not an alpha.
Eagles are some bum ass teams, right? They're bums right now. Like he could have said that, like,
I
okay, we'll
respect-
see him
I
when we see
respect
him.
him.
But he didn't. He didn't. He's trying to be marketing. He's making all his money off of endorsement right now
No.
because he ain't making money in the league.
And
I like
nobody
that.
else
I like
wants,
that
bro.
type of listen.
Fucking Cam
Like
Newton
Jalen
let go of
Ramsey.
that fucking yogurt shit. Who hopped on it?
I don't know. Cam Newton need less.
I love the way Jalen
I
Ramsey
don't even
talk
eat
shit.
Campbell's Chunky Sweet no more because of him, man.
He be
That's
going.
messed up,
Him
bro.
and his defense be going out here getting beat like a rug.
Who?
Jalen Ramsey, but I like the way he talks shit.
He
I
don't
like the way-
need
I like the
to.
way he
He
plays.
should have stopped talking.
Listen, he's still one of the top 5. Listen, when you have a horrible offense, I don't care how good your defense is, fatigue is going to set in, yo.
They couldn't tackle.
No, they ain't want to tackle Derrick Henry.
Oh, we didn't talk about that, Derrick
They ain't
Henry.
want to tackle him. I just got to a point after he did to a boy.
That's
Yeah.
one of those
Threw
big
ball
black
over.
country grown running backs that Alabama produces, man.
Yeah, he did not want no parts of that. Like
fantasy game, man.
Jacksonville was scared. They were like, "Nah, I'm cool. He's too big. He's big as a lineman."
Hey, moving forward, we had a bunch of coaching situations that happened this past week. I mean, going from Mike McCarthy getting let go in the middle of the season, like he didn't win a Super Bowl and hasn't kept the Packers relevant for the last 10 years.
I mean, you can't live in the past. Like, he's not the first Super Bowl winning coach to get fired. It's just the way he should have got the chance to clean out his office at the end of the season. He's earned that much. Like,
hold on. Let me go through the rest of them. We got the Bulls one, the Bulls coach as well. And then we got Urban Meyer, who we'll get to last. Cause that should be a deep dive. Because Urban's probably one of the best college coaches ever.
I don't disagree.
But backing up to Mike McCarthy, I think he deserved to finish out the season.
Right. I do.
Well, you can tell that it's deeper than just what their record is. You can tell it's because him and Aaron Rodgers aren't on the same page. So that's what happens. You know, Aaron Rodgers is an alpha, and this is my team. Like, and I'm the quarterback of the Green Bay Packers, and we'll see who they bring in. If they bring in a name, or if they bring in like a no-name guy, like Mike McCarthy was a no-name guy when he got the job. So we'll see if they go superstar route and bring some old coach that nobody's thinking about, or if they bring the new coordinator. Then I don't know who the number one guy is. It's probably on Andy Reid's staff.
It's Josh McDaniels they were talking about.
I would not.
But I don't think Aaron Rodgers.
The enemy.
Yeah,
the enemy
he's
from
Brady's
Chiefs.
guy, so you couldn't take him, right?
Well, he would cut your
Andy
best
Reid
player
put him
to
out.
trade him. So it's kind of like, I don't know. Like, it's just deeper than when they won the chip, 2010. So here we are, 2018, and finally boiled over. They seem like they always have a lot of injuries in Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not an excuse.
Every year, who's he throwing the ball to?
That's what I'm saying, but that's not a free agent destination.
He's had a pretty decent receiving core.
But they're home running game. They don't bring nobody in there.
They had no running game for a while. That's
they
what
have
it was.
a decent running back now.
Now, but before, but for the past like four
Ty
seasons.
Montgomery.
Nah, the kid, the rookie,
He's nice, yeah.
Collins is last name. I don't know.
The 33. I just know his number.
They always get some big stuff.
Yeah, but he should be able to finish out the season as, go out with some pride. I mean, he carried that franchise for a while.
Right.
And wore it. Like, he handled it with class, too. Like, it wasn't like he was making bad comments. He wasn't, like, terrible with the media. It was like he was humble and a winner. And we're talking about now, but, like, I think 10 seasons should hold you for something. Like, it should at least guarantee you not to get fired in the middle of the season after one. Well,
It's not even the middle of the season. He had like what, 4 games left?
Man, listen, if
Wait,
Marvin Lewis still got his job, this dude should made a finish.
I mean, but the Packers use the excuse that gives them a heads up, like a leg up or whatever on the next candidate. So but they can't interview people till the season's over. So unless they're going to bring in a college guy, everybody talks about the Oklahoma coach being a good candidate for the NFL position. We'll see. Like,
Oklahoma's getting it done right now.
Yep.
Back-to-back Heisman winners. Second.
What about Harbaugh? You think Harbaugh leave Michigan?
I don't really see it's a name now. Like, I mean, at Michigan, he just got 60 points hung up on him.
Yeah.
Like, now that you lose your job, like,
last game of the season.
he's
they still won 10 games.
Harbaugh's in his 60s, right?
I don't know.
No.
He can't be
No,
that
my
old.
bad.
He's like
He's in his
50s,
50s. My bad.
yeah.
Okay. But he's not the youngest guy either, and it's just like,
But he's had success in the NFL. Like,
no, we know he didn't leave the
That's
NFL.
in
winning.
college, too.
He left the NFL
Stanford, Michigan. Yeah.
because him and the GM in San Francisco didn't get along, so he took the Michigan job.
People say Nick Saban. I'm like, no.
Nah, he's in his
I think Urban Meyer.
Nick Saban's just a college guy.
I think Urban Meyer wants that Notre Dame.
I think he wants that. I think he's gonna stay in Ohio and get that Cleveland job.
Urban Meyer's done.
Yeah, and Coach Baker.
Speaking of Urban Meyer, do you think there's some shit coming down at Ohio State?
I-
Like every
There
time
always
he does
is.
this,
Every time he leaves somewhere, when he
my
left
heart.
Florida,
My
when he
heart.
left Florida, he left with a trail of shit behind him.
Harbaugh is 54 years old.
54. Okay.
But with Urban got real health issues. I don't know if you saw him on the sideline a couple times, but you can see him like with like getting dizzy or leaning down. Like he got some real health issues. I think he got like a cyst on his brain, and the stress makes it worse. So I don't see him coaching again. He looks young, but
Maybe a good analyst.
Either that or even recruiter.
He could be the what's the position? AD. He could be the.
But with that said, I mean, as a Big Ten guy, I hope it Coach Day, who's coming in for, can keep Ohio State relevant, because the Big Ten we need Ohio State to be good.
No,
They don't have that. What's that?
So
coach again?
Penn State's going to be good too, but Coach Franklin's going to get it done there. But Urban had them at an elite level year in and year out. I don't think Urban ever had less than 10 wins at Ohio State.
Well, I mean, 10 wins now. Like, look at Penn State. If they win their bowl game, it'd be 3 straight 10-win season. What has it gotten them?
Urban's 54 years old, too. No, Harbaugh's 54.
Oh, I thought you said Urban.
Yeah.
That's 2 different
And
54s, man.
he's the only one.
Harbaugh look a lot older because he don't eat chicken, man.
He's like the only one that beat Nick Saban in a championship too, right? Who else beat Nick Saban?
Well, he's lost. He lost, I can't think off the top.
Clemson beat him?
Yeah, Clemson beat him.
Yeah, Clemson beat him.
To Dabo.
Yeah,
Yes.
Dabo swing.
That was a different looking cat, too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
he
might
had
be the
fucking
only
Deshaun Watson though.
Sean was good in college.
He's still
He
good
did,
in the
yeah.
NFL.
It's good, yeah. I'm just saying his college career was pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, like when said and done, if Urban never coached another day, like
Well, just off his resume,
Where's
this
he
guy,
at?
this guy won immediately at Bowling Green,
Mm-hmm.
which is hard in itself right there. He got the Florida job.
Utah.
Utah. That's Alex Smith coach.
yeah.
Oh, Utah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Utah, Florida.
Everywhere
Ohio
you go.
State. Everywhere he went, he won. And so, yeah, he's a great coach, and a lot of shit follow behind him, but, you know, that's neither here. I'm not, you
I'm
know.
about to say, man, we can't. Well, we bring in these top.
I think he coached with blinders, man. I think you think maybe he did. He coached with blinders in order to he just focused mainly on football because he had his own health stuff going.
I mean,
So
it's
that
hard
other
to
people,
know.
you know what I mean? That's
It's hard to know when you got a murderer on your team, like,
Jeez.
America.
And Riley Cooper. Right?
and a racist.
yeah, someone.
Yo, they need
He
to
got
do it. They need
blackballed?
to do a 30 for 30 on
On
that Florida team. Cooper,
Yeah.
Tebow, Aaron Hernandez,
Hernandez,
the Pouncey twins.
yeah.
How did
Jakeem Noah, he was the center at Florida. Yo, think about that basketball squad, like
Okay,
the football squad. They
Chris
all
Leak-
were
Chris
nuts.
Leak was supposed to be like
Yeah.
the next Joe
Chris Leak-
Montana,
Chris
and
Leak was
yo,
nice,
like
and Team Tebow
Tip
was
came
like,
in
I
and it
got
was
this.
gone.
he's a good high school
Oh,
football
and he had
coach
Cam
as well.
Newton down there too.
Yeah,
Remember?
Cam
Cam
Newton.
chased all
Yeah,
Cam
Tebow
Newton
made
was
Cam
down
Boot.
there.
Yo.
How you not getting in trouble down there, man? You took
Man,
a.
he had to steal the laptop though.
Yeah.
Nah, no, he didn't. No, he
Yeah,
didn't.
I know guys that took laptops
Right.
from universities, man. Like
Yeah.
it's not.
I know.
It's not
Uncommon.
You can't,
That's
you
a
can't
normal
do it,
thing,
man.
man.
Get one of them boosters that like, hey, I need a laptop. You just got the thrill. You want the thrill of stealing it. That's what he is. That's why he's can't.
no, like something you might need that laptop. Like
Exactly.
or-
So go get the
or
booster.
sell
Gonna
on
hand you a
YouTube.
check.
Nah, yeah, I
some
took
cat-
books. I mean, I don't know. I know some people that took books.
Yeah, I used to
And
buy
so,
I know
and
some
so
people that took
I
books,
know
man.
some people that took books.
stole books and I buy them off them for dirt cheap. Yeah,
I saw them back to the library to buy back.
Yeah.
Buy
see,
back, yeah.
It's
You know,
hustle,
heck of
man.
time.
Yeah, everybody remember
Time.
broke. Yeah, if you went to college, you were broke. At some point,
Exactly.
you were hungry.
Especially if your parents ain't
Not
had it.
everybody ain't stealing a laptop though.
No, but listen,
Yo.
you gotta walk
Be on
on
that
college
campus.
campus because the athletes are like the only broke ones on campus. It seems like.
Exactly.
you can't
got
work.
people running around
You
with
can't
your
work.
jersey
And
on.
the only
Yeah,
time you
so
get
you
is a
walking
stipend
around-
when you go to games.
Yeah, so you walking around with people that's driving around in Benzes and
Yeah.
and they got these new nice laptops in class.
So
you
steal
over
it.
there,
So
you
steal
over
it,
there
right?
just thugging it.
Steal it.
I mean, if that's what you come from and that's what you know.
So wait, you're gonna justify stealing that laptop, but
This
not
guy
that
ran at
soft,
it, this
but
guy
not
ran
that
it.
soft kick on that.
The same guy that ran out of Denny's too though.
Yeah, he did. He did run out of Denny's
I
on
did not run out of Denny's.
a stack of pancakes.
The only advantage
I
we
was
had as a college athlete, the only advantage I remember having is like getting cross trainers. You know what I'm saying? Little sneakers that we could take back to Foot Locker and exchange for like a pair of Jordans or something. Like that was like the only advantage. And a stipend if you got to travel with the team for food and shit. Other than that, you broke 24/7. That's your job,
You know
yo.
how many
You would have-
times, like, we got, when I played at Penn State, we got like $17, $18 for dressing from Nike, because you wear the Nike uniform. So, like, we would go down, like, and them $18 was like the best thing ever.
Love.
We would go down to the McDonald's, all the
Ball
freshmen, and just ball. Like, we didn't have money all week. And you didn't dress every week unless you were like one of the top freshmen. So you had like, there was like a dress list. So like when you made that dress, like, well, for me, because I was a walk-on, but like when you made that dress list and you got that bread, like you couldn't tell me, that $18 felt like
Like hell yeah, I
too
want a
much.
large.
Yes, supersize that, definitely. You know, like it was, that's how broke you are in college, man. People don't realize it.
That's how old you were too. Supersize. They got rid of supersize a long time ago.
The gallon drink. Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
No cup holder.
If you wanted chick, as long as you had snacks or you could pay for a chick meal, you was in there, man.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
you was in there.
Exactly.
Had beer money come Thursday.
Listen, you was in
Yeah,
there.
no beer. Like it's funny. Like in college, we used to drink E&J, not because it was an exclusive drink. It's because I can round up $3. He can round up $2.
Yeah.
He can round up $3. Like E&J is going to $10. It was $10 a bottle.
We on.
We used to buy a bottle. I should probably say this on air. I'm not. But yeah, we used to go through some E&J because it was so cheap. And that's
That's
what,
real.
6 a.m. workout in the summertime. When we're there.
Oh,
We're there in the summertime. So you had summertime workouts. So we would wake up, 5:30, go work out, 6, and we had nothing else to do. So you're just there in the summertime to work out. Some people would get jobs if you need it, if the coach found you one. But so we would wake up at 5:30, go work out at 6 to about 7:30, 8ish. You can go take a nap, grab some peanut butter and jelly. Something cheap that we had for forever, and then go grab some E&J and play video games and drink E&J all day until the next time you had to work out. That's what the life was in college in the summertime when you're up there just for football purposes. So I can't knock Cam if Cam chooses to steal a laptop because you see people that you might get a little. Yeah, he ain't the only one. He's one of the ones that got caught.
I'm not going for getting caught. That's what I'm not going for.
Like
It's really not
the Tyrell Pryor situation was messed up. Sell my jerseys and I get suspended.
Oh, he got tattoos too, though, right?
Yeah, exchange. Yeah, that was
Well, they
crazy.
get something when they beat Michigan. They're like the trunks or I don't know what it is. It's like a little pendant or something, and they sold
That's
that.
crazy.
I'm telling you, man, these guys are getting caught because of who they are. Cam was the backup quarterback. He was 6'4". He came in as a 5-star recruit. Terrell Pryor was the starting quarterback. But listen,
That's what you get from
there's
Ohio
little
State.
guys like me on that team. There's little guys like me on that team that was going out getting the free tattoos, walking around with my football jersey on just because it came with perks. I mean, my sweatsuit on just because it came with the perks. You're getting the club. I would wear my football sweatsuit to the club. I'm in there in some football sweatsuits and the sneakers they gave us just so, number one, you get in for free. I'm going to skip the other reasons. But just know that it was there for...
You gonna get the business. You go home.
Just know
What you mean?
it was there for...
What you mean all that E&J?
This thing right here cost you $5.
We started dating. When we started dating,
$5 get you one of these. You drink all night.
Yeah, just so you know, it was for football purposes. You get in the club for free. You get adult beverages for free, and that's why you did it.
You had a Bible study first too.
Yeah. Just playing.
Listen, we never missed a workout.
Yeah, playing for the program. No, playing for the program. You got a lot of perks.
Right. Basketball, football, real
So, the only thing that when I hear these stories, it's like they got caught because they're the stars.
Mm-hmm.
There's these dudes in North Carolina right now last summer that was getting this free Jordan gear. You're getting the patent leather sneakers and everything else. Yes, they're going to sell them back. Why would you not sell them on eBay? Nobody else is getting these. I said eBay. Whatever you sell them on nowadays. And you can get that money. These guys are broke, man. People don't understand. And what you do for a sweatsuit. You get book bags with their logos on it.
Socks.
That are worth... These book bags go for $67.
Mm-hmm.
You sell that thing back, you can eat for the week.
Somebody pay $200 and put that in their man cave.
My cross trainers right back.
Exactly.
Take it right back to the store.
You can eat for the week. Yeah, that's what college is like that. So I ain't knocking none of these guys. Urban can't control that. Urban out there to win football games, and he did, and he's getting his bag as well. Everybody's trying to get to the bag. That's what you go to college for. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I'm not knocking Urban for anything or any of them crazy dudes. I would love to see a 30 for 30 on it, though.
Yeah,
But
Think about it. That's crazy. I forgot all them dudes was down there at that time.
like, how did Tim Tebow survive in that locker room?
Sermons, man. Nobody listening to Tim Tebow. Nobody listening to
They
Tim
got a
Tebow.
statue of him down in Gainesville. Like,
As they
You got a
should.
statue?
yeah, you guys on a statue.
Well, he was there. He was
I
the
think he
man.
went
So,
to-
like, he was
Look,
the
I was
man.
down there. I went down to Florida when he was playing. I was down there doing a class, like an army class. Yo, and they worship Tebow.
Of course.
They're like, oh my gosh, Tim Tebow. Like it was like some Michael Jackson, you know, where chicks fainted and stuff. Like
Yeah.
they would faint over Tim Tebow, and he was.
Probably turning water.
He was turning something into something.
But listen, you can't take nothing from him. He's definitely like one of the
Great
best
college.
He's a
college
winner.
players like ever.
He's a
dog.
winner.
He is a
Ever.
winner.
Like
He's a winner.
Couldn't throw the ball 15 yards, but he's
Like the
definitely a
Kobe.
winner.
Win a game.
He's a winner.
You like the
Like,
Kobe?
listen, he's a winner. Dak's a winner. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's
Like,
why I called him Tan Tebow.
Y'all think he really stayed a virgin in college?
no,
No.
I met
Florida?
I met girls that he
At
banged.
The thing is, though, they say he might make the opening day roster for the Mets, man.
Oh yeah,
He-
I believe it.
He's been going through the minor leagues there for a while. I don't
I
know how
believe
good
it.
he is,
He's-
but I know he's been.
man, he's-
The Mets suck.
a
I don't know
hitter.
that- they probably bring him up for the, because of who he is and
Make
get
some
his
money,
little- his
sell
little
some tickets.
5-10 games. and-
Yeah, sell some tickets. Why
He,
not?
listen, it's his fault he's not in the NFL. If he would have been so stubborn and switched positions,
Why?
I don't think he would have
Why
been.
would you- you was
H-back,
supposed to-
man. I don't think he would have been.
You wanna play?
Listen, the dude could run. He ran hard, man. He was a dog.
Yo,
Tim Tebow was a dog. I don't
tight
care
end or
what nobody
quarterback?
Tight
Tight
end.
end, like an H-back.
H-back,
like a
like
Chris
Cooley.
Cooley type.
Like, nah, he's
Nah.
Yo,
nah.
My man Mike Rouse was positions and stayed in the NFL for at least
At
10
least a
years.
decade, yeah.
They did him dirty though. He should at least got a
Nah.
chance to throw the ball. Though.
What,
Mike
Rouse?
Rouse.
They delayed. They stunted his growth at Penn State. That's a whole nother story, man. But
Who he had to throw to at that time?
it's not
though?
that they didn't let him play. They didn't let him play the quarterback.
He sat behind Zach
Fucking
Mills.
Zach
He was a
Mills,
4-year
man.
starter.
Where's he at right now?
Jack Mills.
He works in Philly.
Playing? Oh, he ain't playing Canadian Football League.
Nah,
I thought he was in the CFL.
Mike Rouse is one of the best athletes I've ever been around. I never saw nobody like, well, I have now, but back then I haven't saw nobody like that big, that fast,
Well, he had
and
his
a
one
great
year,
dude
man.
too. Like,
Yeah.
he's one of the, yeah.
Look like a running back, dog.
That's why he
or
became
a
a
safety.
fullback. That's why
though.
he became a fullback.
So Penn State, we got a comment that says Penn State has the biggest stipend for the football players.
That's not true at all.
Sean Cameron, you're wrong.
That's not true at all.
Maybe now though, it might be different than it was.
Nah,
Nah.
Penn State back then when he was going to Penn State now, Penn State was bigger than we was like
I didn't even know we were still live. We're still live on Facebook.
Yeah, we're still alive. We're just
Joe Powell was the man.
we're at our time now.
But yeah, so I don't know what I don't know about, like, we're talking about the guys that was like stealing stuff in college and giving stuff back. I feel them.
It's all relative, man. And you
Just
only
pay
calling
them.
it when it's a team you don't like. That's when you want to come down on them. If it's somebody,
You're right.
somebody at Ohio State or Michigan, I'm like, put him in jail.
Like, I killed
If
North
somebody,
Carolina
if
guys.
somebody
You're
at
right.
Penn State, I'm like, he's a kid.
right.
It is what it is.
You're
Man.
right.
It's all relative.
You're right. Hey, but let's go. I think we reached our time limit for this week. Week 19 of Opinionated Facts in the books. Make sure Thursday you check out King's Court, which debuts. Another live show will be on Facebook Live, and the podcast will be available everywhere a day or two after that. So make sure you check out King's Court, coming to you Thursday, December 13th. Shout outs, Jack.
Shout out to everybody.
Shout out to everybody. That's real, like, you.
Says you. I couldn't think of anything. So just shout out to everybody. Thanks for listening, and another week in the books.
Coachville, we appreciate you coming through, man.
Thanks
Short
for having me, man.
notice.
Yeah,
Short
yeah.
notice.
Thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, if you also don't know, check out his Facebook page, man. He got some bars for y'all, too.
You know, what's something.
Yeah, he showed a couple bars, man.
So you wanna go?
I'm
Put the
good,
man
man.
on the
Hey,
spot right
Ah.
You wanna spit something for us?
I'm good, man. Like, bring me back. I might have something for you, man.
Definitely. We appreciate it, man.
Appreciate you for having me, man.
Make sure you go like the Opinionated Facts Facebook page. You subscribe to our YouTube page. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram. Every other social media platform we have out there. Remember, week 20 is a big week for us next week. Top 5 everything. So drop ideas of what you want us to talk about.
Yeah, make sure y'all tag me. Y'all always do, but make sure y'all tag me next day so I can. Yeah, 'cause I'm talking my shit.
Definitely. Top
Yeah.
5, whatever you guys want to talk about. Big shout out to the Credit Lab for keep supporting us. If anyone is in need of credit repair, building credit, business loans, or business counseling, contact the Credit Lab in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. You can contact them for a free consultation at www.thecreditlab.com. You can follow the Facebook page at the Credit Lab, or you can give them a call at 717-509-8899. And remember, if you mention Opinionated Facts, you get $50 off your credit repair startup fee. So make sure you do all that. Keep supporting us. Big shout out to everybody that watches and listens. It was 25,000 views on Facebook last week. So, the platform is growing. Other than that, shout out to the 7-letter family who I keep with me at all times. And we're out of here. Make sure you stay laid up, stay prayed up, stay out the way, and listen to what some old folks have to say. Peace.
Man, listen,
Hey.
I rolled over. I wake up, Dwayne Dickerson. See, like, ready for the funeral. I'm like, I ain't get to brush my teeth yet.
I know,
And
people killed me too.
y'all already with the.
He be going in.
Yo, I was hyped. Like, yo, I was mad. But see, guys like Dwayne Dickerson.